everyone, today I'm back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance II. I was just about to escape the Trosky castle with Catherine, Godwin, and Zizka, so let's get into it. I wonder if Catherine and Zizka are together. What's the dynamic here? And Zizka's pretty badly hurt. Okay, we need to escape. So come on. Follow me. You coming?
Depends. I've heard many things over a tankard of beer in the tavern.
What did you expect? An underground palace?
No, maybe a maze or a bit of glowing moss. I'd have imagined a secret tunnel would be more like a Minotaur's labyrinth in Crete than this.
Mino who?
The Minotaur was a monster.
Catherine.
A man with the head of a bull who lived in a labyrinth. A maze. It's an ancient classical myth. I read it in the seminary.
I know a lot of bull-headed men. I don't have to read any old tales in some seminary. Right, Zizka?
Catherine!
And how did this mini tower of yours come to have a bull's head? Huh, maybe that would explain how it happens to all those other fellas.
Well, his mother, Queen Pasiphae, had relations with a mythical white, by which I'm not implying the same goes for the captain here.
Very wise.
And what happened to this Mino bullman?
He was killed by the Athenian prince Theseus, though I have to add he had quite a bit of help from Princess Ariadne. She gave him a magical thread to help him find his way out of the labyrinth.
Monsters and princesses with magical thread? Must have been an interesting seminary, eh?
I used it to polish my Greek.
I think I can figure out what you were polishing. Over a story where a mythical queen has relations with a bow?
Catherine.
You're a saucy one. But I can assure you, there's a whole different kind of literature in the seminary than that.
Oh? What kind?
God in heaven, will you shut up already? Someone will hear us.
Zizka's over it. Where is this gonna lead us? Oh.
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. Now, let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Huh.
And my friend Hinek of Kunstedt is at Suchdol Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon.
Okay.
God go with you, lad.
They need to hide. They need to stay hidden. Okay. What am I wearing? My stealthy kit. Perfect. So, I have to meet Mika in the abandoned camp. They must have noticed we're gone because the forest is swarming with soldiers looking for us. It seems Catherine's ally Mika is waiting for us with a wagon in some abandoned camp south of here, but Zizka is in a really bad way. I'll go and find him and tell him what happened, but I have to be careful no soldiers see me. That would be the end. Okay, so we're gonna sneak.
Everyone ready? We're looking for
Armed and dangerous? Yes, I am. I'm gonna hurry. They have dogs. Should I go? I'm going in the right direction. Is he coming back this way? I'll be careful. Right, I'm overcumbered. 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna stay off the roads and try to find Mika. Ooh. Is it them? Oh, I broke my foot! I'll have a marigold. Oh. Come on, little legs. I broke both my legs. I heal fast though. This is the enemy camp? I don't know.
I just wanted to treat myself and catch a hare.
He's with a soldier though.
So, you're a poacher? No, I'm not a poacher. I just
He's in trouble.
and I didn't catch one anyway.
They think he's a poacher.
You shot a deer. What? I didn't say that. As soon as we're done here, you'll come with us to the castle. At least we won't come to von Berghoff empty-handed. But, sir, sit down. Shut your mouth. I'll have a look around for your poacher friends.
We'll look the other way because... Okay, he's going. Okay, Mika. Can I speak with you? He's tied up. I'm gonna untie him. I'm a friend, Mika.
Are you Mika?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon. The password is Falcon.
All right. Aye. I'm Mika. Where's Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man. We need to take the wagon all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till they stop.
Fuck.
I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong. And they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
All right. I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go
Okay.
between the rocks, up the hill, then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them then. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
All right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
All right.
Good
Got
luck.
it.
God be with you.
I'm with you.
And stay safe. So where is it? I have to get to the double rock with the broken cart and not get caught. I mean, the forest is crawling with soldiers, but I'll be careful. I'll have another marigold. Let's drink this. And I need to hurry. So many soldiers! There's a soldier here. Can I go around? Oh. Oh my gosh, I almost got caught. Can I go around this guy? I can throw a rock. Infinite rocks! Oh, come on. Is he deaf? Okay, okay. Yeah, I can go this way. Sure. Are they coming this way? And do I have a Nighthawk? Might be easier. Nighthawk. I don't. And I don't have access to pebbles. Okay. Okay. How does he not see me? I see nothing. Am I far? Go south to the double rock with the broken cart. I see nothing. There's someone coming here. Okay.
Broken wagon. I have to head up the hill here.
Got it. Up to where? Okay. There's someone coming here. No!
Over here!
Is that Radovan? No! Okay. I'm gonna try again.
The broken wagon. I have to head up the hill here.
Okay. Up the hill. Here. Oh, I see the wagon. I just have to push forward.
I should keep going south from here.
South. South. Okay. Gonna go around. Which way? I think I'm on the right track. We're just gonna keep going south. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no! Don't come here. Okay, they didn't see me. I'm gonna make a run for it. There's someone close though. Oh. Is this where I need to go? I don't know. I don't know. No, it's further down. I don't want to fall in a hole. I have to keep going south. Am I going in the right direction? I don't see soldiers anymore. Oh! Okay. And now? And now what? It's a whole area. Okay.
Must have taken a wrong.
Oh.
Vulcan! Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Okay, I made it.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
Well, you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razik and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capen. Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
So we part ways with Godwin.
So, we finally got him. How does it feel? I said,
How does it feel?
Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Oh. Does he regret killing Toth? Sometime later.
Is it much further?
We'll reach Suchdol shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Well, are you surprised? The captain here looks like the one-eyed demon of vengeance. I'd take to my heels myself.
Aye, us Cyclopses are good at frightening women and children. I could do without that gift.
Your eye will get better with time. You're lucky you didn't lose it altogether.
That remains to be seen.
Or not seen.
Anyway, it's not my eye that did it. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hynek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior. at this moment a guest of the Lord of Suchdol.
He's a drunkard and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
The plan.
What happens after we get to Suchdol?
We'll find out soon enough. The main thing we have to hope for is that the local lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself. Very important man.
I bet he can't wait for us to ride into his courtyard.
We don't look too impressive, that's true. But I'm hoping Dry Devil will put in a word for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. Do you know him, Henry?
I do.
Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
But that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trosky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
Didn't we see Dry Devil in the first cutscene? At the very beginning? Was that his name? Wasn't it?
Long last.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobst.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Huh. He's dressed like a prince.
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trosky.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
The castle is not comfortable enough for him.
If you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
Which is kind of funny. So, I'm Henry. Whoa. What's going on?
But we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table is still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
I'm just gonna eat a bite. Oh, I'm starving. Would you like some carrots? And some cabbage? I'll eat this. There.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could offend us.
We arrived at Suchdol Fortress, where we were in for a surprise. Instead of Dry Devil, we met Margrave Jobst, who invited us to rest in the fortress. What was he doing there? This guy. Don't know what he's up to.
Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trosky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Suchdol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil. And I had a job to do around Trosky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
He was saved by the Prague forces.
Mark von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trosky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trosky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
I mean, we met only once.
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hynek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while. At my invitation.
He's no longer here?
So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hynek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Why?
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here?
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
And what is Jobst even doing here?
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
Yeah. You just hope to be on the winning side. So what do you think of the situation?
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Yeah, he needs to rest. Any news of Capon?
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I think I'll go to bed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Okay. We stink. Got it. And you can keep the cabbages. You're welcome. So... Wow, so we're gonna stay here, so I have to go and get some sleep, and... Of course I'm gonna have a bath. So in fleeing from Trosky, we managed to discover that Bergov was headed with Sir Hans Capon to somewhere around Kuttenberg. Fortunately, a certain Hinnek, known as Dry Devil, is holed up in the Kuttenberg region. He could help us rescue Sir Hans. His base is Suchdol Fortress, which belongs to the Lord Peter of Pisek, and that's where we have headed. Wounded, tired, and dirty, we arrived at Suchdol Fortress, where we were in for a surprise. Instead of Dry Devil, we met Margrave Jobst, who invited us to rest in the fortress. The situation might have surprised us, but the promise of rest and a warm meal made us put aside our caution. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to find out what had happened to Lord Hinnek, aka Dry Devil. Let's hope we'll learn more when Margrave Jobst gets back. But he doesn't like the man. They had an argument. I have to look for Zuzana for a bath. So let's do that. The bath is here. Yeah, a good bath. I'm just looking for Zuzana. Is that her?
What do you have for sale?
She has marigold. I could buy one. She has 35 groschen. I can't really sell her stuff. Okay, let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right. Why not?
Just a little less.
Do you accept?
Now that's nearly an acceptable amount.
All right. What about this?
Aye, that sum will convince me.
And where's Zuzana?
And take care.
Thank you. Can I come in? Zuzana. That's her. I'd like a bath, please.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
No need to make it awkward. Okay. And thank you. So I'll go and try to find my bed. So, it's upstairs. I'm looking for the stairs. What do you think of Lord Pisek?
What do you think of Lord Pisek?
He's a real man, at least. Noble and good-mannered. But I hope his age has weakened his hearing. You should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
All right, and What happened at Nabokov?
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
Oh, of course.
Catherine!
I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
Ooh, what happened to Clara? Does she know?
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe.
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait, maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
And what do you know about Michael?
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zizka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Oh, really?
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
So, what will you do now?
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
May I join you? No, it's not the time. Sleep well.
That's a good plan. Sleep well.
You too. You're gonna need your strength. We have lots of work ahead of us.
And, it's true, he was right there. And Zizka? How are you?
How are you? Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind.
Said the one who blinded him. Do you have any orders for me?
Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
Huh. Okay. So, I'll go to my quarters. I can speak to him. Tell me about your fortress.
I know we're in Suchdol, and that this fortress belongs to you. I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
And tell me something about yourself.
I mean no discourtesy, but I've never heard of you, sir.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the mint master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
Huh, interesting. Okay, well, thank you. And take care of my cabbages! These are not my quarters. Oh, a scribe! I can't speak with him. Okay. Just have to find my bed. Wow. This is nice.
Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
Excuse
Hail
me.
Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of God.
The captain's
that we
wife,
may be
Goethe.
made worthy of the promises of Christ.
I'm sorry.
My room, though. I'm just looking for my room. Wow. A humble castle.
God bless. What would you like?
Well, how are you?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
All right. Do you know where... I mean, shh. I'm not gonna risk it.
God be with you.
You have a great day. I do not want to get a whipping. If I can avoid it. The kitchens? Captain Frenzel.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
I saw your wife. I mean, you have any work for me? They say Sigismund settled
I heard
in this region.
surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see. They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Huh. And how do I get to Sigismund? What do you mean?
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund attack you?
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do.
Huh.
Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Messerles and a pot of it. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
Like they did in Skalitz. And tell me about the region.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
And how do I get to Kuttenberg?
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
And where is the Hungarian army camped?
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp.
Huh.
Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
And where can I find some
I need
merchants?
to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
You have any work for me?
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Zizka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for ein Pfuschen, try your luck elsewhere.
What is that? Okay, well, thank you.
Auf Wiedersehen und einen guten...
Auf Wiedersehen. Hello.
Greetings. What do you want?
What's life like here?
So, what's life like here?
What can I say, lad? It used to be better. There was peace and quiet while King Charles was alive. But those sons of his aren't up to much. Warring against each other. They should be ashamed. We're lucky we have Sir Peter. He won't allow us to come to any harm.
What is Sir Peter like?
What's Sir Peter like?
Oh, he has a heart of gold. God smiled on us when he sent us Sir Peter. But he has a terrible sweet tooth. He eats nothing but preserves and sweet dumplings with curd cheese. And when he does feel like some meat, he demands nothing but chaffinch.
Don't know what that is. Do you know where Dry Devil went?
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnock of Kronstadt went, would you? He was a guest here only recently.
You mean that bony knight? I can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't stick my nose into the Lord's affairs. That wouldn't be right.
Of course, I understand. Well, thank you.
Farewell, my friend.
Farewell. Mutt! Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Come here. Come here. Mutt.
You silly mutt.
Silly doggy. Come here, Mutt.
Here, mutt.
I have some food for you. There. Aww. Okay. Let's find my bed. Ah, this is my room. Wow. This is the nicest room I've had. Is this my chest? Okay. I'll just clear my inventory a little bit. That should do it. I'm gonna repair my equipment. Okay. I'll just take some skills. So I have one in main level. The Blood of Siegfried. In combat, you're far more resilient than a mere mortal. Your armor will be 10 points higher at all times. I'll take this one. And strength, I have 1 perk point. I think I'm gonna go for strong as a bull. Carrying capacity. For now, agility, I have 1 point. Totentanz. After performing a perfect dodge, a dodge in the window for a perfect block, you get a 15% weapon attack bonus. The effect lasts for 5 seconds. I'll take the Totentanz. Vitality, I have 1 point. Hermes Haste. You'll be 20% faster when sprinting. I'll take this one. And Speech, I have 1 perk point. Oh wow. A ladies' man. When dealing with women, you gain a +2 bonus on all skill checks, a 15% discount on purchases and a 25% discount on bathhouse services. I'm gonna take this one. Do I have other points? I have one in horsemanship. Final stretch. When your horse is nearly out of stamina, you can spur it on with left shift to recover some of it. It has a cooldown. I'll take it. In scholarship, fundamentals of medicine. Bandages will be 25% more effective and the healing effects of food will be doubled. You'll recover faster when sleeping, so you'll take less time to fully heal. I'll take this one. Okay. Anything else? Warfare. I had a lot of skills. A lot of perk points. Against all odds could be interesting though. When fighting against superior numbers, you gain a +2 bonus on strength, agility, and warfare. I'll take this one. And swords. After performing a sword combo or a master strike, you instantly regain some of your stamina and can attack again. I'll take showtime for now. And that's it. Nourishment is fine. Let's sleep. A good night's sleep. Oh.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
Huh.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir.
Oh.
You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
Oh. There's no need for formalities.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let's find Zizka. Am I hungry? Not really. I need to look for Zizka. I hope he didn't cause any trouble at the fortress last night. It seems I'll find him down in the courtyard. Why would he cause trouble? We're guests here. And he's hurt. Oh, do I have a quest? Or... what is that? A quest tipster. Really now? I don't know this region. I don't need my torch. And let's try to find Zizka. I'm here, Mutt.
I apologize.
Excuse me? All right. I must be going. Good health to you.
God be with you, kind sir.
A scribe. Hello, Mutt.
Good
Come
boy.
here.
Good boy.
Good doggo. And have you seen Zizka? And are you hungry?
Look what I have for you.
Come here, Mutt. I have a roasted piglet. He's famished. Can I bathe?
Greetings to you.
Greetings. I cannot.
Keep going. See, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Admirable. If Sigismund and his army happened to turn up, you'd have 2 warriors.
What is she doing?
Why would he come here?
Why wouldn't he? Lord Pisak used to be the king's mint master, and everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's side.
Excuse me.
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Your garrison is impressive. Why would I insult the man?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
I'd happily take them
look
on.
here. I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Okay.
Good day to you. Good day.
I'm gonna duel. Is he any good? Oh! Well, that answers my question.
Well, you haven't shown yourself to be very manly.
Catherine!
Thank God I didn't make a bet with the captain.
Well, at least you don't have to go to confession. Gambling is the road to hell.
Don't worry about it, lad. Pulcock has the strength of a bull. He's not easy to defeat.
What?
Ah, nothing. Das ist egal. You know what? Take this shield to help you get over your defeat. At least you'll have something to hide behind. If you get into another fight, God forbid.
I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Ah!
Oh, it's strange.
Susanna.
Like a letter from a fancy book.
Ah, this. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg Castle.
Lord, wow.
She likes his cars.
And were you conquering or defending that castle, sir?
Well, depends on how you look at it. We were storming a wine cellar, you see.
Ah, I do see. Only maybe you shouldn't go around telling people that, sir. It doesn't sound too heroic.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
The same.
Not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
I won't live to see it. Henry, well, you still have your strength.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Okay, are you expecting trouble?
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
And do you know where we should look for Dry Devil? Do you have any leads?
What about that Dry Devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Well, okay, I'll be going.
I'll be going then.
There's gonna be an audience. Okay, I've had a wash. I could heal a little bit. I'll have a potion.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trosky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trosky?
Should we tell this guy everything? Because I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. Von Bergov betrayed us, or I have the feeling you already know everything. And please don't be insulted.
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent.
Huh.
But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trosky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
I didn't say anything. Is he gonna believe me?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
I just thought something up.
Henry, what exactly did you tell them? What you might consider to be a minor detail might be something of utmost importance.
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
But you said you had time to think. So how was it then?
Well,
I've had better liars than you failed to trick me. So tell me, what came out of those loose lips of yours?
Although it wasn't me who told him, von Bergov did get certain information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir, but... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... What if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Does he? Or does he want to get revenge? Well, I'm gonna say I'm honored, but I can't accept.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave. Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does. I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
Oh. And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road.
Oh.
No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Jobst didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, We'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Huh.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go.
Why doesn't she like him?
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry, it's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
Sure.
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
So we travel all the way to here. This is the Devil's Den.
The journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
Got it. Got it. I think this is a good place to stop. A lot has happened since we escaped Trosky. And we're gonna be looking for the Dry Devil. So Henry's gonna be running with a pack of bandits. They're sabotaging Sigismund's efforts. Okay, I'm gonna stay close to Zizka. And we are now in the Devil's Den. Oh wow, we traveled far! I feel like Henry's not regretting killing Toth, but I feel like he's wondering if he should pursue this path of vengeance. I wonder if he's feeling like he's failing his father or something, Pebbles. What do you think? And where's your saddle? Where's your saddle, Pebble? Is there. Much better. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this one here. I feel like we're in an episode of Game of Thrones or something. I know they keep saying that Jobst is switching sides, but I feel like we can trust him. I don't know. There's something about him that I like. But I like Zizka too. I don't know, maybe Jobst is gonna turn out to be awful in the end. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see if we can find this Dry Devil. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.